Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well on this. Where are we at? We're on Thursday, October 9th. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and jumping into the stream today. Today we have some interesting moves here on the SPY. I was looking at it this morning, just where we started and where it is going just the last couple minutes. And so if we bump down here on the 10-minute chart here, we are at a big time resistance support level, resistance/support level, if you want to call it. And the MAGA zone is just, it doesn't know what to do right now, because it was just floating on this very strong. This was resistance. It broke out. It looked like it was actually going to. We actually looked like we were gonna start to head up, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4 straight down as soon as we opened this morning. Or actually, we opened right here. But it's been straight down all morning long here, and it's only been a couple minutes. And so you don't want to just say everybody panic, everybody panic. We're going down. The bubble was popped. The bubble's popped. We're done. No. I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is about it recently. I've been noticing, just a lot of newsletters going out, a lot of big shots there on YouTube, directly here on YouTube, which, by the way, give us a quick little thumbs up. Would appreciate that. Saying that the bubble was here and that it's going to be popping. I don't know what people are on, but the markets seem to be doing just fine, even with the government shutdown and everything else. And again, we will obviously, the market can't go straight up forever. We obviously all know that, correct? But there's been a lot of hype about that kind of stuff. But we are seeing a sell-off this morning. So I did want to note that, quick little mental note of that, because this is a big level that it needs to break. And so it did, but it just didn't quite continue the move. So we'll see what SPY does. I could see a chop fest today. I could definitely see a chop fest, which what I mean by that is just a lot of this, right? A lot of just up and down moves, getting stopping people out. There is this level right here that it'll probably, if it does come down here, it could retest. I actually have this level drawn, and let me delete this real quick, where it has touched a few times here. So if it does come down, it could be somewhere around 668. So that's SPY. That's what we're looking at on SPY today. I still like that it broke out here. Initially, it closed above. So we'll see. It got to get through this mess here. It has to get through this mess if we want to see continuation, at least today. Like I said, I think we'll see some chopping involved. But this is the support resistance, and you should see it on your screen. Yeah. So if you want to get access to my free access, right? Free access to my support resistance, signals right in Telegram. I'll shoot out, SPY. Let me actually go ahead and show you some of these. And so we actually had this breakout right here. So the SPY, we had a buy signal, a breakout buy, at 672, and so that was this breakout right here. But again, we're coming right back in. But that is the signals that I will share for you guys for free directly in my Telegram. The link is in the description, so go ahead and check that out if you are interested. So let me go ahead and take that off. All right, so the trade of the day. So obviously, the SPY is pulling back. So what are we looking at today? There was a couple that, so let's actually look at PayPal, the one that we were mentioning yesterday. And it kind of did exactly what I was, thinking, retesting this high. and it just kind of just chopped from here. So this is a nice little resistance point, and it's kind of bouncing off it right now. So we're still hanging out. We're still chilling on our PayPal options trade. I still like PayPal, even if it does come down. I will re-add. But yeah, this still looks pretty good. I like how it is holding this level. And so, yeah, I can see we're looking for PayPal to go up. I believe I have my target set for, let me actually go up on the daily here. But I believe I liked it at all the way up here at where are we at here? So we're at 76. Yeah, all the way up here at 94. At 94, that's where it is. So if we can break through this level, I want to see us break through this level first, and then we could possibly head up here to 94. I'm excited about PayPal. I think PayPal got a lot of things going for it. It's still doing, it's insanely popular, and it just had a major correction, and it just seemed to this hasn't really recovered much, but I still like it. It still looks pretty good there. So that's PayPal. The next one I wanted to cover, let's actually look at Target. I think we touched on this yesterday a little bit, and Target broke out of this initial zone here. I actually really liked Target here. We are seeing, let me actually turn this off, just kind of get some nice price action here. We are seeing kind of some chop here, and it probably will end up coming back down into this upper sloping trend line here. But it has been bouncing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it finally broke out. Today, a big, a good opening. And so let's go up the minute. So a nice opening right here on the on Target, and then it just straight down. I'd imagine that has something to do with the SPY. Just everything, it's kind of just dumping in the morning. But guys, don't panic when you see stuff like this. I would not panic. Look for opportunities. Don't be panicking just when you see a couple red candles. But yeah, Target still looks like it just needs to hold. It just needs to hold some of these levels, and I think that we could continue to see an upward move. I actually have my target up here, my target on Target, somewhere up here at the 99 to 100 range, and I could actually go up here on the daily. And so, yeah, there's this big gap fill, or this big gap right there, but I like it somewhere up here at the 99 to 100 range, targeting that, which is that's about 11% move, which is pretty good for Target. So, but I think we can get up there. I can even see us get, dare I say, by the year end, I could see us getting up there on Target. So, I just think there's some lot of good things still here with Target, and I think that if we could start to see some of these levels break, this really was looking great. That breakout, but it did come down. Let's actually zoom up here on the daily candle. So it did come down and close right here. It would have been nice to see it close somewhere up here, and that's kind of what we're still kind of seeing the chop. We're still seeing the sideways move on Target. Aapl. Let's look at Aapl. So I was in this position, but I didn't really. I wanted to see it come up here, but it just didn't quite meet my expectations, and we have this flag pattern here, and it looks like we actually have broken down of this. If you guys see that right there, it broke down, and so we'll see if it'll confirm. I had this line drawn, so if it can, if it touches this 252, I might be more interested in the long right there. I wouldn't be getting in this right now as far as a buy goes. It could wick. We could see a big wick, and it could close up here today. But all-time highs are at this level right here on Aapl, and it just doesn't look all that strong right now. So we're not really too much interested in that anymore. Let's see if we have anything else that we were interested. I did want to cover Nvda, and so we had this triangle break on Nvda. And I mean, what else? What else can you say about it? What else can you say about Nvidia? Wow, strong moves. And you know, all the stuff going on with AMD and Nvidia with OpenAI. Let's actually go ahead and look over on AMD. And still, I mean, what an impressive move. I mean, this was, like I said, this was one of my best trades that I've ever, you know, been a part of. Quick little option trade there. I actually closed it right at open, and so I closed it all the way up here. Then it came all the way down here on Monday, and then we actually are. So, you know, if I would have held, but I mean, I'm not going to hold a position like that, and just it's hard to unless maybe I had a couple. But you know, AMD is still riding high, and we're going all-time highs. We actually are at all-time highs. So that is AMD. You know, AMD and Nvidia, man, you got these guys are still rocking. And we actually had an Nvidia Power Hour that actually I was in on. It's a indicator that we have that essentially signals in the mornings, and so we actually had a couple. So this was one, this was two, and some nice trading there. So boom. So all you guys, all our Nvidia members, Power Hour members, congrats on that great trade. We actually had some feedback like, hey, we haven't had any trades in a while. Well, because it hasn't met any of the criteria. And you know, lo and behold, we had two in a row right there. So really nice trades there on the Nvidia Power Hour. So great trading there, and good signals. So yeah, so that's Nvidia. We looked at AMD. Let's look at a couple more, then we'll go ahead and get out of here for the day. Let's look at Walmart. Let's go ahead and look at Walmart. I always like to check, see what it's doing. It dumped. It looks like it is dumping. So, and that's kind of the same thing we saw with Target as well. Let's actually zoom out and see what the charts have to say. I'm going to delete this, just kind of clean it up a little bit. So we had a nice breakout. This was kind of on my radar. I wanted to see what it would do today, and then lo and behold, man, Walmart's been doing this a lot where it'll break out, it'll look really good, and then it'll just have like one of these massive strong down candles. I don't know if there's any kind of news. Imports fell 8.4% year over year. So, you know, there could be some kind of news involved with these, you know, with Target, with I don't really know what was spoken about today, if there was. Let's see where we are as far as retails. Yeah, so everything's kind of red here in retail. Costco's actually up. Anything else that kind of jumps out here? Nvidia, you know, tech is up, while just with Nvidia here. A lot of red though. I see a decent amount of red here, and so, you know, we'll see. With crypto, there's a couple that I am interested in. That I'm actually where are our crypto trades? Excuse me. I was out in I had a bunch of stuff under my porch that I got rid of, and whew, man, I have a lot of congestion and stuff right now. So bear with me if you don't mind there. So let's look at some of these. So here's Link. So it's Chainlink. This was one that I'm currently in. I believe I'm in at like 22, so down a little bit here. I think my average cost is like 22.30, I want to say. So somewhere right here. So yeah, down a little bit here, but not too worrisome. Do see a nice gap here in the volume. So this could be interesting. This could be an interesting play to jump in. Let's see what the big boys are doing though. Ethereum's bouncing off that. I mean, this isn't really even that great of a trend line. This is more, let me see, actually. Let's see, this to that. Oh, yeah, no, it is good. So one breaks out there, boom, boom. Yeah, so, I mean, we're holding this trend line here on Ethereum. So if it breaks this and it closes today, we'll probably see more downside moves here in Ethereum. I'll be adding on some of these alts. I think we're still due for a big pump in altcoins. Solana, Litecoin, linked, Chainlink, Cardano, all these good ones. I actually think I won't be adding right now. Maybe if it comes into this right here at 20, I'll be maybe adding some more Chainlink as well. So that's crypto. That's the altcoins. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. Let's see if there's any outliers that we want to look at. Grab, Neo, Baba, Tesla. Tesla's in this big megaphone pattern. So there really isn't much to say with Tesla right now until it either comes into this. Actually, this will look pretty good at 18. This is TSLL. Let's actually look at Tesla as well. I just think Tesla is a little more. It would be better to look at this than TSLL. But yeah, we still do have that megaphone pattern here. And so, yeah, if we get into this, I'd be interested in a little a buy, especially because we have this trend line that it's all the way over here has been respecting. So yeah, so we can come into this. That might be a nice little area to get in with Tesla, but right now, nothing really of interest on that. Let's see if any what's moving today. Oracle had that massive gap up. Unity was one we were looking at. I have some shares on in Unity. It did initially break this level. It looks like a nice little. It actually looks like it might pop here. Potentially pop. We'll see. We'll see if it can. We'll see if it can find some legs because it's been a lot of downward moves for Unity. But I've been interested. I really like this company long term, and or at least here at the tail end of 2025. But we'll see if it can continue to hold this. There is a nice little volume shelf here. So, we could hold this. We could actually hold this area. If not, it could maybe come down into this and then give us a nice little bounce. So we'll see here on Unity. I like to see us hold this though. Hold this level line right here, and then for us to continue upwards. So that's Unity. Webull was one that I grabbed some shares yesterday on this big downward. Look at all this volume. Look at that massive volume. It's the most it's ever had. 164 million in volume, and it's normally 34, 20. So there was just crazy selling pressure right there. But I grabbed some down here. I'm a long-term bull, if you would say. So Webull, I love the platform. Webull, you see it down here. I have it. I use Webull all the time. And so it's it's a solid platform. And look at what Robinhood has done. And I just think Webull is just as strong as a platform. Robinhood has a lot more to offer for like retail traders, but Bull is definitely one to keep your eye on. I've been grabbing. It's so cheap, so I've just been grabbing shares, and I'll just continue to grab them on dips. And so that's kind of the play with Webull as far as what I'm doing. Let's see. Fischero came out with $300 price target on Nvda this morning. Oh yeah, Nvidia's still popping 300. That's quite a bit. I can see it. Goodness gracious. I'm not going to be a doubter on on Nvidia by any means, especially as just AI has just been crazy right now. And yeah, bubble. Are we in a bubble? Are we not in a bubble? I don't know. But I just saw this flash on my screen, so I want to share this. Here's our support and resistance signals. We just hit a take profit on Verizon, VZ. What's Verizon been doing? So I actually did not see this trade. That was a downward. That was a sell trade on Verizon. Let's see what that signal was. So Verizon so this was 10:30. This was a couple days ago, about 3 days ago. We had a breakout sell at 42.27. 42.27. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this was a big time breakout right here. And down we go on Verizon. So this actually could be a candidate for a dip buy here soon. Not right now. I would not be interested at all in this right now. Just a lot of downward pressure. I do see some an area. Let's put on the Magna Zone. Yeah, Magna Zone sees it too. So that's why I love software in general. So a big time support level right here that it could possibly hold. And so yeah, this could be a candidate for a little if it'll probably chop fest in here for a little bit, but it could be a candidate for a nice little I believe Verizon has good dividends. We have earnings coming up here, so it could be preparing for something. But if it doesn't hold this, probably downward here at 37 we go. How far away is that? 8%, so that's not even that much. Verizon does like to do this chopping as well, but wow, what a strong selling pressure. What are some of the other ones doing? AT&T. AT&T actually has this was one that I was interested in, just because I saw it bounced. We had the Magna Zone bounce by, and and we had a couple green candles here, so who knows? We'll see here on some of these communications stocks. Let's see what the other ones are doing. That's just the three, but yeah, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it holds for Verizon there. Let's look at SPY one more time. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So SPY, yeah, there it goes. It's still kind of hovering. This is a zone that's going to probably need to retest and break before. But yeah, like I said, I got my little line here. I could see something like this today. Nothing really crazy happening. We'll see, unless if there's some kind of news that comes out. But just stuff in general right now, we actually are we're really high on a lot of these stocks. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get some upward move today. All right, so include one. Let's see. Suggestion, if possible, include one lower price stock that looks good. That might even be a shares only type trade. Yeah, I like that idea. And if there's a shares only play, just that I would suggest even just today is that bull. So Webull, any kind of dips. I'm a buyer with Webull. So I jumped in down here. I believe it was at like 11 or maybe 12 here. But yeah, I mean, anytime it dips, I'm going to be a buyer on some of these like Webull. SoFi is another one. I'm a long-term bull on SoFi. So any kind of dips that I see on SoFi, I like to snag. SoFi had a nice little dip right here. So right now, this wouldn't be one that I would jump in right now for a long term. But I mean, like if you're holding long term, what's the difference between 27 and 25? But I like to wait for dips and get in at the best prices. And I think SoFi long term is going to be a big time stock to hold in general. It has a lot of cool stuff that it's just for these kids growing up. I think they're gonna love this stock, and they're doing a lot of I think they even have trading now. So a lot of cool stuff going on with SoFi. So yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Actually, wait, one more time. I always forget one. Gold. I wanted to look at gold. Gold just literally straight up, just been straight up 22% from this breakout here. That the Magna Zone, absolutely, positively beautiful breakout buy right there. So this is our good old Magna Zone. And again, all these links will be in the description if you guys are interested in some of the software that I'm showing you on my screen. This is the one that my personal favorite, and this is one that some of our scanner we get our signals with our scanner, and it was one of my favorite indicators. It's the Magna Zone. But yeah, we had a beautiful breakout here, and really hasn't been any kind of what will probably happen here if gold does. It has to come down at some point, but what if it does go sideways or come down? We'll get a resistance point right here, and then we'll see if we can break that again. But yeah, gold what a move. What an absolute move. I'm not in a gold buy or sell right now. Long term, I am going to be starting to grab some gold on pullbacks just to hold in my portfolio, just to, just because it's such a, it's gold isn't going to be dying anytime soon. The performance is just insane this year. But I like to wait for, I would like to wait for some pullbacks on it to start to get in. Kind of just to diversify a little bit. Really good volume on gold the last several days as well. So yeah, gold, nothing really crazy. To me, this is just a normal looking, just a normal little pullback here. We'll see if it can start breaking some of these levels before we start panicking. A lot of good volume though. Big time volume here. Actually really good volume. So this is the most since this little sell-off right there. Yeah. So, I mean, some big time volume going on. So we'll see if this will, we'll see what happens with gold. We could start to see some of these big red candles coming in and hitting some of these levels. We'll see though. I mean, it's a sideways move right now. And so, I would not be surprised if it does something like this again, sideways move here. So, but yeah, big, that's a thing to note right there. A lot of volume. So a lot of volume here. So, all right, guys. Well, that's it for me for today. So to recap, let's go back to SPY. See what SPY is doing. SPY is still hovering at this level. So yeah, so the trade of the day, I don't really have a strong conviction trade. If you if somebody said, hey, give me your trade or else, I don't want to get banned here, so I don't want to say anything crazy. But I like Kroger. I still like this KR, ticker KR. I actually did grab a position yesterday in Kroger. And I really like how it broke out here. And this is a big, strong green candle. And this is a pretty safe stock to be in if stuff starts to hit, if crazy stuff starts happening. Staples like Kroger and Walmart, stuff like that. So I like this. So this is a nice little long. I like it up here in all this junk up here. So all the way up here at 73, which isn't that far away. So that's Kroger. And then obviously our one that we're still interested in is PayPal. And PayPal looks like it did it break this level? Hasn't quite confirmed in a 15-minute. But we're still hovering around this level. So we'll see if we get a little pullback, we'll jump in another position just to kind of average down. Would not mind that at all, actually. So all right, well, that's it for today, and I will see you guys in the next video, in the next trade of the day. Thank you for the great comments today. That was good information. That was good. I will continue to, take in all the feedback, and so even if you're watching this later and you have some feedback, throw it in the comments. I would appreciate it. Also, a quick little thumbs up, and don't forget to. It's this way. If you want free access to my support and resistance scanner, I have that link in the description. And essentially, what it is, I'll show you exactly what it is. This is my Telegram. So it's my personal Telegram, and you'll get alerts like this. And so essentially, you'll get trades on SPY. You'll get buy alerts, sell alerts, take profit, stop loss, and I have tickers Nvda, SPY, gold, and Tesla. So grab that if you are interested in a free scanner with support and resistance. Some of my favorite, it's literally the best, to me, it's the best way to find strong, upward, downward moves and levels as far as stop losses, take profits, support, resistance. You really cannot beat. I don't think you can beat support and resistance. It's always going to be, and it works on any single asset out there. If you're doing Forex, crypto, stocks, anything like that, support resistance is the way to go. So free alerts on that. And I plan on adding some other cool stuff in here as well. So go ahead and check that out. I got a cough drop because I still got that crazy stuff in my chest. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next live stream, which will be tomorrow.